The children were still absorbing the weight of their grandfather's words, the fire crackling softly in the background. As the old man paused, lost in thought, the younger ones exchanged curious glances. Anna, always eager to learn more, leaned forward. "What happened next, grandfather? What did you find when you left?" For a moment, the old man said nothing. His gaze wandered to the flickering fire, and then his voice, quieter now, continued. "As I walked away from the village that night, the sky seemed so wide, so full of possibilities. I thought freedom was all I needed. But soon enough, I realized how wrong I was." He paused, his eyes distant as though seeing it all again. "I found myself in a strange land, one that didn't welcome me. The roads were empty, the trees thick, their shadows hiding more than they revealed." The children's breath hitched as the old man's tone became darker. "One evening, when I was far from the village, deep in the forest, I met someone. A figure emerged from the fog, tall, cloaked, with a face I couldn't make out. His voice, it was cold, as if it came from the depths of the earth." Anna's heart raced. The air around them seemed to grow colder. "The stranger blocked my path. He didn't seem human. His eyes gleamed like a predator's. He looked at me, and with a smile that didn't reach his eyes, he spoke. 'Where do you think you're going, young man? The world outside is not kind to those who leave behind their roots. You may think you're free, but you're not.'" The grandfather's voice dropped to a whisper. I stood frozen, my feet heavy with doubt. But I replied, my voice trembling, "I'm looking for freedom. I want to be more than just a villager." Anna held her breath. The room seemed to fade, and they could almost feel the tension of the forest, the fear in their grandfather's young heart. The stranger smiled. It was a cruel smile, knowing and cold. "Freedom has a price, and you'll pay it. You cannot escape the village's hold. No one ever truly leaves." And with those words, he vanished into the mist, as if the night itself swallowed him whole. The children sat still, their wide eyes reflecting the flickering light. The old man's story hung heavy in the air. I didn't know what to do. I had wanted to escape, but I couldn't understand what the stranger meant. I kept walking, but with every step, the weight of his words grew heavier. And I realized, he was right. The world beyond was not what I had imagined. Anna's voice trembled. "So, what happened? Did you ever escape?" The old man met her eyes, his expression somber. "No, my dear. I didn't escape. I lost myself. And I had to find my way back." The fire crackled as the night deepened. The air around them felt charged with the weight of the story. The old man had stopped speaking, his gaze fixed on the flames. Ada and her siblings waited in silence, the last words lingering like a shadow between them. Their grandfather had been lost. They hadn't expected that. The grandfather finally sighed, as if snapping out of a trance. He looked up at them, his voice now softer, as though the years of regret had found a way to settle into his bones. "Sometimes, children, the hardest thing to do is return. I had to find my way back, but not because the world had broken me. It was because I had broken myself." The children shifted uncomfortably, the weight of his confession settling in. There was no grand resolution, no neat ending to the story. After years of wandering, lost in a world that didn't care for me, I returned. But by then, the village had changed. The people had changed. And so had I. I wasn't the same person who had left all those years ago. His eyes met Ada's, full of regret. "But I came back. I came back because I had nowhere else to go." Anna's heart tightened. "Did you ever find peace?" The grandfather didn't answer right away. He seemed to be looking back at something far beyond the children, as if seeing the village in a different light. "I found peace, but not the kind I thought I would. You see, children, peace isn't about escaping. It's about understanding where you belong." Ada, ever the curious one, hesitated. "But why didn't you tell us this before? Why keep it a secret?" The old man smiled softly. "Because, my dear, some stories are too heavy to tell until the time is right. And now, I tell you because you're old enough to understand that life isn't always about running away. It's about knowing where you truly belong. Anna nodded slowly, her mind spinning with questions, but her grandfather's eyes were already distant, lost in thoughts of long ago. Now, he said with a slight chuckle, breaking the heavy silence, "What's the next story you want to hear?"